The last time you guys saw my Paleophis, it was 2.7 growth, which is a large animal. But now, 10 months later, it's a true titan. It has the capability to pick up adult dinosaurs and use their own body weight against them. You see, if you can survive to 5.0 growth, you become an animal of unnatural size, able to pull off feats no ordinary animal could achieve. In a game where growth never stops, clans rule the world. It's here I survived as a giant, lone snake, simply just to test the water and see if the deep end was even possible. But now we have to go back to where we last left off. After I logged back into the game, my Paleophis was now awake. I'm getting hungry and fast. Sarchania? There's fish there. I was living at the swamps, but at my growth and size, that is just... I'll never get over doing that. Slithering around the trees. Look at the moonlight, the swamp. This is my home. But the fish here were not going to be enough to sustain my body weight. I'd have to head to the coastline. This is me. That's when I discovered an apex, taking a shortcut. But this is the officials. O2 to be exact. Ooh, he was onto it though. With some of the most sweaty, competitive players. Nah, he knows how to play. Damn it. He's big too. He knows exactly how to swim. After topping up on some eggs and fish, that was a player in that one, I felt ready for the real deal, a proper hunt. But I overestimated my size, because at the moment I'm still only 2.7. And if I make another bad decision like that, I'll never see 2.8. Oh, that was kind of scary. Oh no. But at 2.8, and still recovering from getting my ass whooped, I made an even worse decision. No way in the world that just happened. I just got sick from eating plants, man. Unbelievable. The next 10 to 15 minutes, trying to stay alive and feed my snake, was so painful. And after I survived the sickness, I could go back to hunting. No, the bird died. It must have crash landed somewhere or something. It died. I wonder where. I had a crocodilian for breakfast, back to resting, and then exploring. Wait a minute. What do we got going on here? I discovered a group of Acrocanthosaurus. They must have dived into the ocean, trying to escape the onslaught of a paraherd. Just like a wild animal in real life, I took full advantage of their weakness. I'm sure they weren't going to be too happy about it. I'd find out later in global chat anyway. But for now, we'll see what happens. I gotta be careful, there could be Moses around. Some people take these games way too seriously. Don't freak out. Just go with it. You die, you're dead. Start again. We grow best by trial and error, not complaining. There we go. Got some food. See, within the 2 minutes that I've been fighting, I've lost 20% of the contents inside of my stomach. I needed this regardless. I'll be having that. I need water, or I'd love to continue fighting here. It was too late for me to notice at the time, but I accidentally started a local chat war about mixed packing and third parties, and it just went on, so I turned the global chat back off. Imagine telling a crocodile not to third party a buffalo because it's been attacked by hyenas. Forget the past. A true monster was lurking. A pod of Mosasaurus. They had numbers and size. Those acros never stood a chance. I need some fish. Perfect. Man, I was only in a fight with those acros like 10 minutes ago. And I almost starved to death. Even with some food. I need to hunt everything I can see, pretty much, just to stay alive. Including fish. But I wasn't the only person here fishing. Somebody else was about to break the water. Nice. It's rope. Good size. Good little snack. He'd be so debo. He'd be like, no way. Go to look for some fish, get eaten. It would be days before I see my next successful hunt, if I don't get hunted myself. Some rather large AI fish darted at me. Somebody spent way too much time growing this thing, and now they're overconfident. But when I saw the second one, their confidence made sense. I was being baited. I knew there was going to be a second one. I went for land to rest, recover my little bit of HP missing, and to fully grasp the situation, to find out who and what I was dealing with. I gotta be careful just in case there's scouts. That big one would be near dead. But together as a group, oh, it could be dangerous. And they could be with God knows what. So, we'll play it smart. I'm not gonna chase that dude. I may have lost the fish for now, but they were hanging around and I'll see them again real soon. Got him. 4,000 hunt points, man. But not before I hunted and killed a giant trope first and filled up. And then they dropped in like a bad storm. Look who's back. What? I'm going to the swamp. I haven't been there in ages. Let's go have a look. I took a strange teleporter across the map and into the swamp. 3326. That's pretty big. That's for sure. But it's also, you know, like 2.0 is sort of the average size. Even though that's big, realistically. There's a lot of people bigger than me. But there's a hell of a lot of people smaller. But I couldn't believe it when the hunters followed me through the portal and into the swamp. I wonder. Like a frightened animal, they chased me up a tree. Look at him. But their arrogance blinds them. Now would you take a look at that beautiful rare skin? It must be devastating what I'm about to do to it. Got him. Where's his friend? He got too comfortable and disrespected a massive snake. Where's his food? I needed that too, so. Oh, there he is. Look at the size of that body. I just heard something splash and there it is. His friend. His dead friend. Thank you for giving me food. I'll give him this. His homie was willing to join him in a watery grave. Oh, hunters though, man. They followed me into the swamp. Crazy. Life is a beautiful thing if you just take a step back and look at what these developers have actually created. Because to be honest, Beast of Bermuda is an outstanding game. It's why I keep coming back. It's why I got thousands of hours on it. So if you do end up enjoying this story, ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to drop a like on my video. Thank you very much. Oh. I'm lucky. I'm lucky. Oh man. That was close. And he's got exhausting bite. So, definitely don't want to be hanging around. He doesn't hit that hard. So he clearly wasn't very big, but thing is, exhausting bite. It wouldn't be long, and I'd be back on the coast, looking and hoping for another catch. Oh, he's lucky. He is lucky. That's one lucky pteranodon. Yeah, they miss a lot of hunts. The amount of hunts that you actually miss is just crazy. That's a shame. I need food too so bad. I'm going to be starving in like 5 minutes. So I better go down to the ocean and get some. Trinity Islands. It's a perfect little spot to catch a lot of players off guard, trying to get fresh water. Did he notice me? It was an average sized para, but it was easily still big enough to stomp me dead into the ground. We've got a storm here, so you never know. I might have to be patient. Wonder if there's any more. Might be more paras. I did a circle around the island to make sure there was no one else and he couldn't escape, and with a storm on the horizon. I'm gonna ditch this food. I'm going in. I regurgitated food for maximum speed and pushed. I was now getting a good feel for the para. Its speed, power, strength and awareness. I got a hit on him. I need to eat more food. I got the venom building on him, so that's good. I need to re-eat my food so I can regurgitate it again for more speed. Heal up, and we'll go again. I got a feeling he's going to log out. Unfortunately, my prediction was extremely accurate. He logged out. That just goes to show he was in danger. I don't blame him. Now, for the people that might be like, oh, what a rat for logging out. If I can't get to him in the logout timer, it's not his fault for wanting to save his character. That's why there's a safe log. That's why you've got the timer. If you can't get out if you can't get to your prey in the 30 seconds, then that's on the devs in many ways. They should make it 1 minute in this game. Just like the Isle. The Isle's perfect. You have to go to sleep and everything. There's no shame in this combat logging. It's why it's a safe log. Get out if you need to. You're in danger, man. My OGs know this, but I don't believe in these made up rules. That's why I play on officials. I thought he was a baby, but it's because I'm so big. He was like an adolescent sort of thing. 3.5 growth is just mental. I got a new little hidey hole in the plant. I was thinking about grabbing a blessing to grow faster. Probably a bad idea, my growth. But that's when I found a Coronosaurus. Beached. So of course I spat in its face, and the battle had commenced. I just gotta be careful. I'm getting a bit further and further inland though. I'm not gonna lie. This Coronosaurus had very little hope of surviving this. Let's get some venom. Ouch. Oh crap. Got him. GG, man. There was nothing he could do. I even feel bad, like there was nothing he could do, but look at how much food that is. I can't say no to that. And more than that, he's a Coronosaurus that was pretty big. If he had any advantage on me, he would have used it too. Unfortunately. Alright, let's get away from there. It wasn't that big. I don't know, maybe a fresh adult. Maybe a 1.2. I need to heal up. At least I'm nice and fat now, so if I need to run, I can regurgitate my food. See, that's why snakes want to be fat all the time and overweight. So if you have to, you regurgitate. I was heading towards the belly of the beast when I could feel the presence of something else living in the water. It was another limbless, scaled reptile. And I'd seen it long before it saw me. It's a big boy. So I tracked it through the reef, waiting for that perfect moment to strike. You never know when it's going to come, or who it's coming from, but eventually it will. Game over. Got him. What a big boy. It was another giant semi-aquatic Paleophis, the same subspecies as me, but the reality is, this is how most snakes in this game will meet their end. He was a big snake. He was a very big snake. This is my ocean, friend. That was a quick fight. He did a lot of damage too. I got into coil and then just unleashed. Yeah, I can't have another snake that big getting around on the server. It is that simple. I play solo, so like... I wonder if there's any birds out here. Never know. It's a great spot for birds out here, so every now and then you get lucky. Just not today. 3646. I'm getting bigger. Resting. At least I got the resting buff right now, so I might find a better spot to rest. Like here. That way if any birds land up there, there might be an opportunity for me. When I wasn't hunting players or resting, I was hunting fish. Fish was my main diet. It's what kept me alive. Hello, Rex. Until finally I found a Tyrannosaurus and his sibling living at the edge of the coast. Are they getting ready to travel? What are they doing? Oh, he's got a nest. What a crazy spot to be nesting. I'm gonna steal his baby. But the Rex had fast enough reflexes, stood up and bit me on the tail before I could get back into the water. Let me try to separate him a bit. Oh, almost. Alright, let's eat some food. I'll try again. And if you look close enough, this little juvenile appears to have a rare skin. It might even be a bio. Got him. Got myself a little Rex. The crazy bit is, he won't be able to resurrect this Rex. It's way too small. You need to be 0.8 plus. If they're farming skins, he just lost a really good one. Cool, he actually gave me some food too. That's good. They actually give hatchlings a little bit of food. Because of my talent as a nest raider, I can steal and kill hatchlings, and they'll actually drop some gore. Otherwise, a 0.4 normally wouldn't drop any. The Tyrannosaurus might look small from my perspective, but this is still a full-grown adult apex. But the massive Sarchania coming down the hill, that's no 1.2. That's a 2.2 plus. I better run away. I'm pretty sure this Sarchania is the baby Rex. Just because he was going straight for me and sort of protecting the Rex. Not that I really cared. And I could definitely be wrong. It could be a coincidence. I'll have to break off the engagement. What's the Sarchania doing? He coming for me, is he? I was never going to be able to kill this Sarchania. Not with the Rex around. Maybe. But we could still have some fun. Just gotta be careful he doesn't have exhausting bite. I'm gonna pretend like I'm out of stamina. Let's see if he follows me into the water. I worked my way around the Sarchania, spitting at it, which will weaken my prey, reducing their mobility over time. There we go. That's what we want. Get some magic happening. But I don't have the time to fight this dude. I'll starve to death way before he dies. Oh, he's hitting me from a good distance. That hurt. Well, I gotta get moving before I'm dead. Oh, that was close. Okay, let's eat this so I don't starve to death. This is a crazy battle. It made its way into the jungle, and I decided not to pursue it. There's no way I wanted to get third-partied by someone else. Get myself a little Rex. What am I gonna do with him? I don't know. Might put him out here on the island. I need to rest. Good luck, Rex. Once upon a time I used to pick up babies and relocate them across the map. Drop them in oceans. I even had community servers try and ban me for it. He's still out there. I was going to leave him there to fight for his own survival, to fight against the rising tide, and see if he's a real gamer or not. Wait, is he still out here, is he? Or did he swim back? Have a quick feed. I'll take you back to the shoreline. Poor little dude. But my Paleophis is getting old. 1,847 minutes to be exact. And we're not even halfway there. I'll put him back where I found him. But it was obvious to me, after that little journey, that little Rex, he wanted to continue and follow me. If he's a new player, that's not something he'll ever forget. No harm, no foul. Just giving him a memory he'll never forget. A massive snake that came and picked him up, took him out in the ocean, gave him some food and then returned him home. Oh crap, turtle there. I was resting on the bird tower, safe from any apexes, and that's when I got some hunt points. Somebody just died and I got the hunt points. It was that little baby Rex. He obviously grew up and then died. These turtles are checking on me, look at them. Unless they're just here for the speed buff. No, they're just getting the trinket. Those are some really big turtles. It's a big clan. They're just demolishing everything that comes across them. Yeah, too powerful. Way too powerful. Those guys are all like 3.0. I would not be surprised if it's the same clan that killed my turtle. Much later on, I was in the desert, staying hydrated. I might. I might. Need to work out how fast he is. He's solid size. See how quick he is. I'm just gonna have to play this slow and smart. Interesting. See if we can keep up. I was trying to drag it down to the coastline. I didn't want to get stomped in the face without having a backup plan. That's what I want. Here we go. He couldn't do anything because of my venom. He had no power left. Awesome. Big para, big feed. That was actually pretty easy. He was messing around, obviously. I don't think he took me too seriously, which he probably should have. Let's see if I can eat the whole body in one go. Man, that's a nice size gore. Hell yeah. Very nice. Back in the salty water, around Trinity Islands, I was hunting fish, keeping my diet healthy. Here buddy, give you a lift. Just a little taxi service. Let's get him up here. Oh my god, he goes. Dear God. The ocean was quiet. Too quiet. But that didn't last long, because violence was about to break out. You're going for land, eh? That's not going to help you. I wonder if he's got exhausting bite. Oh, there's a few turtles there. Alright. Got exhausting bite? This one doesn't. That's a good sign. Where's the other one? There he is. That's one. Does he want to continue? It's not a great deal of food on that. I'll take it. He's going for land. I'm going to need him, so... That's one turtle. Not very big turtles. He's going for the cover in there. That might help him a little bit, but... I'll get venom on him. I'm out of venom, so I'm just going to have to rest. For a moment. Get some venom back. And I can take my sweet time from there. I can only imagine the fear and desperation going through this turtle's mind. He's charging another right there. But if only it understood what I've gone through to achieve such power. I must abuse it. I'll work him. I'll work him. I need some venom. Even if it's just a little bit. He's hurting there. Get some more venom. That's gonna hurt. Oh, that was close. He's a pretty big turtle, this one. Not like the other one. I'm just dry biting him now. He's got no shield. So I might just be able to finish him. Just gotta wait for that to go down. He's got no power because of my venom. Nice. So yeah, not a full gore. So he was like only sort of just adult. After having a decent meal, I could afford to return to the treetops and wait for any significant change in the environment. I just saw a snake. Lascimosaurus. But it could swim way too fast for me, and it had a family. Go up here for a minute and just heal up, if I can. 3 Alaskimosaurus, gotta be careful with that. That ain't worth my time. 4.0 was just around the corner. But would I live to see it? Well, let's hope so. I'll put him back down. Just casually flexing. And then that's when I realised I shouldn't be flexing. Not when this dude's roaming. Holy good lord. That was close. That is the biggest para. 596 health on my tail. Look at the size of that brute. Oh my god, my food, I'm near dead from starvation. I didn't even realise that's how quick my food drops. Well, we have made it to 4.0. I just wanna see if life is gonna be... Oh, a bird! Oh, you are lucky. Damn, I needed him too. What in the name of Godzilla? Dude, you're on roids. You want a lift? I'll get you there. There it goes. Let's go! Bang! Bang! Gotcha! Oh! That hurt. So yeah, there was a Tyrannosaurus crossing over, and I was too slow and focused on one Rex to even realise. Like, I could hear him, but I just thought he was on the other side. Oh, he's got to be so close to dead. He's big. Alright, damn it. That's a real shame. Man, it's hard being a snake and trying to score kills. And I need to eat. That's a player. Lol, I didn't even realise. He's on the move too. Look at him go. There he is. Got him. That'll make up for the Rex a little bit. Not really, but hey. I found a little Caprisuchus, a small, fast and bizarre crocodilian, and I was willing to regurgitate food to catch up to it. It was small. See how fast they are. I had to regurgitate twice to get 9 stacks of frenzy to be that speed. Later on, I was making my way down the Savannah River, and because I had a full stomach, I was pulling over to rest under a rock. But this rock was occupied. Velociraptor. Not a bad little size Velociraptor. Perfect little snack. And now, I was heading back to Ashen Island, the place where I'd spend most of my free time, and make many hunts. I have no other alternative but to find whatever this pink scent trail is. I think it's a Meg. Yep. Found it. Here we go. Big Meg. Big. He was only just an adult. Who was I kidding, sliding around half the size of a mountain. Has he noticed me? Okay, where's he gonna go? I got some venom on him. It was simply trapped out here, with me, and nowhere it could go. See how long I can chase him for. Even he doesn't know where he's going. Nice. Cool, because I was so hungry. Excellent. An adult Meg. Well, they've got a new name now. Now I'm going to go eat my food that I just regurgitated too. Now, where's my food? There it is. Like, look how big I am. I'm just a absolute giant. Because, you know, like 2.0 plus is big. But I'm 4.0 plus. What's my exact growth? 4.255. I was now living on a vertical rock column. A huge stack. Just off the coastline. That's when the unexpected happened. I could have killed this trope who logged in, right here, right now. It hasn't even noticed that I'm here. But when it was just sitting there, I decided it was time to welcome him back to the game. I gave him more than enough time. It's not even a rule, I just figured, you know, give him a second. Ah, I see the bird. Found him. I don't think I could get to him in time. But he is trying to stay out of the... Hang on a minute, here we go. I'm gonna go for it. He's taking cover out of the weather, so... Oh, got him! What a massive trope too. You shouldn't have been there. At first, I was sure this was the same Tropionathus that I'd attacked earlier, but upon further investigation, it would turn out to have a completely different skin. Ah, yeah, playing a snake in this game is friggin' fun though. Like, look at this. Look at this. Climbing up the side of this mountain like this. I got regurgitated food there too, which is really good. We've got a growth storm right now. Everything's looking pretty good. This is nice. At the top of the mountain, with a full stomach, I enjoyed my growth storm. But I wouldn't last forever. Eventually, I'd be back in the Savannah River. So here's the server details, because some people always are like, that's not the officials, but yes. Yes, it is. 2,150 minutes. 2,150 minutes. So this snake is about 35 hours old. For the most part, I haven't faced a real threat. I've played it extremely safe. Hello there, Croc. Never leaving the ocean, never going too far inland. That's a pretty big crocodile. Most of my encounters, my sheer size has carried me. Oh, there's several of them up here. But today, I pushed to my luck. And maybe it'll be the last bit of luck I ever have. There's a bunch of them up here. If this crocodilian dies, he's worthy of leaderboard status. These little devils have a good jump on them. I wouldn't be surprised if it can scale the whole column. Here we go. He's all by himself. There we go, he's hurt. The big one was hurt. He took massive fall damage. I decided to use this time and kill the little one. I needed to eat because death was knocking. Where's his buddy? He fell down and hurt himself badly. With less than 10% food in my stomach, I had to retreat and find fish. Man, that was a scary crocodile. I underestimated what I was fighting. I still haven't recovered because I had to regurgitate. And man, did that put me into a scary spot. Days would pass, and I would continue to struggle maintaining my hunger. But if I thought dying to a crocodilian might be bad, I could only imagine how embarrassing. Oh no! It would be to die to sickness, water poisoning. No, not good. Ah, that's annoying. That's so annoying. Even the most hardcore gamers know, at this growth, this is essentially a death sentence. It took less than a minute. I'm gonna run out. From almost full hunger to empty. The fish ain't gonna... They're gonna stop spawning, so... My water's dropping within minutes. I can't find any more charcoal. Man, living this is not gonna be easy. This is gonna be like a painful 10-15 minutes. So, I can't even make it to the next water source. What I've got to do, in order to survive this, unfortunately, I have to go grow another dinosaur, and I have to sacrifice it for food. Because I have to wait for this water to come clean anyway again. I can't be here when it's dirty. This is so annoying. Or jump on my Pteranodon and plant some food here. And that's exactly what I did. I logged onto my Pteranodon, killed tons of AI, planted tons of gauze, and it was so painful. Hopefully I've planted enough food for my snake to survive. Well, definitely not enough, but it'll be enough to... We'll see what happens. That was nowhere near enough. I'd have to mince and repeat, continue farming gauze for ages. As for the rest of the world, it didn't care about me. It continued on as it should. I think I might survive it. My sickness is down to yellow. That took all day for me just to survive this sickness, because I had to grow a bird. I don't think you can eat any more charcoal once you get to the yellow level, because like, there's lots around, but I can't eat any of it. I was now back on the mainland, free of the sickness that had held me back for hours. I might be huge, but even this little Apatosaurus could put me in an early grave. Head up, tail high. This sauropod knew exactly what it was doing. Alright, let's heal up a bit. Ouch. I could follow this Apatosaurus slowly in, but there's always one thing in the back of my mind. A third party. It will happen. It's up to me, not some made up rules, to make sure it doesn't happen. This one's getting away from me. But then it continued to follow the river line, so I followed it. I'd only break off if it went too far inland. Oh, there's lag. What's going on with the lag? Why do I share with you guys my failed hunts? Because it's a part of the life cycle, the timeline. It's necessary to the story and growth. And above all else, it's authentic gameplay. Alright, GG Apatosaurus. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill you. He's actually quite big. Like 1.1, 1.2. He's a bit too big for me. Even as a 4.5 plus Paleophis, most adult herbivores were still out of my reach, but not all of them. What is it with parrots and just not concentrating? This is 2 of them now. I've had some free bites. Got him. And just like that, she was dead. I can hear someone else sneaking up. Who was that? Oh, little Rex. I thought I could match this Rex, but as soon as I landed on the ground, got in coil, I realised I had no more venom left. Oh god. But something much worse than having no venom is having no health. Holy crap! Jeez, even the Rex has a scent trail. He was tiny, just old enough to leave a scent cloud, but still big enough to easily kill me. I need food. And the Rex just stripped me of my victory, and he knew it. He can't eat all that, so let's let him have a feed. Ah, he stole my food. Alright, there's not... I need to eat. I'm that bloody hungry. I'm about to die. Let's go get some food. I had to make my way for the open ocean and fill up on fish. And when I finally picked up another scent trail, perhaps a hunt, it was halfway up a mountain. I see a loot. I'm coming for him. He's actually an adult, because, like, look, he's got a scent trail even. You wouldn't think he's an adult. But our boy is. Very nice. I was finally at that growth, where I could physically pick up other dinosaurs, using their own body weight against them, dropping them to their death. What is my growth? 4.5. I am the size of a mountain. Well, you know, the side of it. I'd spent most of my life living here at Ashton Island. I'm so sick of eating these fish. I just found a whole family of ichthyes. Witnessing a Paleophis of this scale up close, it must have left emotional scars on just about everyone I encountered. Hello, hello, hello. One of them looks like they might be AFK even. Even other players that some would consider to be giants would actually run at the sight of my very presence. I stole all of their resources. It belonged to me now. It's mine. You don't enter my kingdom without paying taxes. There would be many more hunts before my days were over yet. Some successful, and some not so much. A clan of the original noodles, Elasmosaurus, was trying to hunt me down. But it'll take a much better ambush than that to earn my hunt points. Oh, he's so dead. You see, I control the population around these parts, not the clans. It was a bloodbath on the sandy shores of my throne. The evidence of the battle was all around us. I was at 60% health, bleeding, and I can only imagine the pain and suffering the noodles were currently feeling. We'll see what they do. 17 bleed. Those are some big Elasmosaurus. 2,553 minutes, 40 something hours. 41, 42 hours. But if they want to dethrone one of the largest snakes on the server, then ladies and gentlemen, they'll probably have to evolve.